Today we're going to be opening book mail, aka a giant book haul. I have been accumulating book mail and I've been really good at not opening these packages. Well, I did get excited and open a few of them, but for the most part I've been really good at not opening these so I could open them for the first time with you guys. I didn't order any of this, so I have no idea what's inside of them. All these packages were either sent to me by you guys or by publishers like Penguin Random House, so it's all a surprise what's in these. Okay, where to begin? I don't know. Let's start with this one. I'll just go around. This one is actually like opening a gift because it's in a gift bag. Okay, this one is from Laura and it says, hope you enjoyed this book. Maybe you can use it for your reading fantasy for a week video. Love your videos, keep it up. Thank you, Laura. And okay, that means it's gonna be fantasy. I'm excited. Yay! Okay, it is Kiss of the Selkie. This is the first book in the Entangled with Fae series. I already read the second book, Heart of the Different Prince, and I really loved it. The entire series is fairy tale retellings, but in a fantasy world, which I think is so cool. They can technically all be read as standalones, but I think you get more out of it if you read it in order. I didn't read it in order since I started with the second one. And the second one is a Cinderella retelling, and I believe this one is a Little Mermaid retelling. We've got a vicious sea queen, just like Ursula. Selkie Maisie hides on land, just like Ariel in The Little Mermaid on land. Maisie rescues a human from drowning and illegally brings him to shore, so she must answer for breaking Fae law. As punishment, she'll have to hunt down the man she saved and kiss him, but with a kiss that can kill, Maisie's mission means more than seduction, it means murder. Okay, wow, we have a lot to unpack in this book. But yeah, I'm excited to read this book. And if you're into romance, fantasy, fairy tale retellings, you definitely like this entire series. Okay, next up, looks like I already opened this package. Oh yes, okay. So I opened this package in another video. Congratulations on 100K on YouTube. Yours is one of the first booktube channels I followed and I'm so happy I did, from Katie. So thank you, Katie, again. But yeah, I opened this book in another video. I didn't actually read the summary or anything, so I thought it'd be fun to also include in this video, and that is Dance of Thieves. So let me actually read the summary this time because I have no idea what this book is about, but I'm already so excited for it because number one, the cover is gorgeous, and I've also just like generally heard people talk about this series and how good it is, so I know it's gonna be good. Ooh, okay, first sentence, already off to a good start. A formidable outlaw family that claims to be the first among nations. An outlaw family, like that's so interesting. When outlaw leader meets reformed thief, a cat and mouse game of false moves ensues, bringing them intimately together in a battle that may cost them their lives and their hearts. Do we have a romance between an outlaw leader and a reformed thief? Like, what two interesting characters to bring together. Honestly, like a little bit of a vague summary, which I actually kind of appreciate. I really love going into books blind, so I like that this gives me like a little taste of like the characters and what it's about, but I really don't know like what the heart of this plot is going to be. Okay, next in our pile, I've got some things that I've already opened. I've got 3 books from Aardvark Book Club, so thank you Aardvark for sending these to me. This first one I am really excited about. I already read the summary for it. This is about a pastry chef named Chloe who opens a cannabis kitchen. I have never read any book like that. She starts concocting delicious edibles with her quirky aunt. And you think that's it to the plot, like that's already fun enough. But then a creepy past acquaintance turns up dead, landing her aunt as the #1 murder suspect. So Chloe has to alternate between budding entrepreneur and amateur sleuth to clear her aunt's name and open the best bakery in town. And it's called A Half-Baked Murder. And yeah, it just sounds so fun and unique. Then next up from Aardvark is The Key to My Heart. Natalie has it all: a handsome new husband, cottage, the opportunity to tour with a musical, but then her husband suddenly dies. And then 2.5 years later, Natalie is lost. She's lost motivation and faith in love and happiness. But then somebody begins to leave mysterious messages for Natalie at the local train station's piano where she plays. Before long, she finds herself on an unexpected journey toward newfound love for herself, her life, and maybe for a special somebody. Okay, cute. That sounds like it's gonna be like a heartwarming romance, and also Natalie just like finding love and happiness again after her husband passing. And then lastly from Aardvark is 48 Clues into the Disappearance of My Sister. I haven't read like a mystery thriller in so long, but like just holding these 2 murder mysteries is getting me excited to like re-enter mysteries and thrillers. So this is about the disappearance of Marguerite, who left her family home never to return. All she left behind was her sister Gigi to dig through clues and discover the truth behind her disappearance. And it says, bit by bit, a dark truth about her sister is revealed. So that sounds very intriguing. Next, I'm gonna open these pink packages just because they're pink. It's so fun. These are both from Valentine PR, so thank you, Valentine PR. Whoa, this cover is cool. What the heck? That's so cool. Hey, there's a little bookmark. Outlaw bikers and cops' daughters don't usually mix. Like, what a good start. I have never ever read a romance where the main character is a biker, but now I'm like, why haven't I? That's like kind of genius. Like, I'm kind of a sucker for like that like brooding, angsty male main character, and it sounds like that's gonna be this. Ooh, okay, just read the summary. Wait, this actually sounds so good. It says outlaw biker Cole Austin sees a young woman handcuffed and being dragged across the yard, which I'm assuming is our main female character. Compelled to intercede and save her, he has no idea his whole world is about to change. He believes he's doing the right thing until a secret she's hiding makes him question if saving her life may be the biggest mistake of his life. The two strike a deal they may both come to regret. That sounds really good. So she's like a cop's daughter, but she's like rebellious because she's getting handcuffed at the beginning, and he's an outlaw biker. She's got a dark secret, and they both strike a deal. I feel like there's no way I can't love this. Go off, Valentine PR. Let me see what you got for me next. All right, next up is Game Changer, which looks like it's gonna be a basketball romance. It says contemporary romance, new adult romance. That's my favorite age for a romance. Sports romance. And then we've got a lot of tropes. We've got age gap, athlete, bad boy, good girl, close proximity, grumpy sunshine, secret romance, and starting over. Oh my gosh, that's a lot going on. Our main character just got dumped. She's got a broken heart, and she's traveling across country to help her sister plan her wedding, and she ends up sitting next to a huge and handsome stranger. Despite the spark of attraction, we go our separate ways, or so I thought. And turns out that attractive stranger is the star player on her future brother-in-law's pro basketball team. I haven't read a sports romance in a while, and I'm always a sucker for a sports romance, so yay. Okay, let's go to this side of our pile. This package is from Penguin Random House. Oh, 2 books in here. Whoa, these have cool covers too. Okay, the first one is House of Satan's Sorrows. I'm guessing it's fantasy based on the cover, and it says, in a manor by the sea, 12 sisters are cursed. There were once 12 sisters, but 4 of the girls' lives have been cut short, each death more tragic than the last. The girls have been sneaking out every night to attend glittering balls, dancing until dawn in silk gowns, and Anna Lee isn't sure whether to stop them or to join their forbidden trysts. Because who or what are they really dancing with? She doesn't think her sister's deaths are accidents. Okay, cool. So we've got like magic, these mysterious deaths, these 12 sisters, and then Anna Lee gets involved with a mysterious stranger, so maybe a little dash of romance there. And then the next one is 6 Crimson Cranes. Also love this cover and just like the brightness of the red. That's very fun. Okay, the main character has forbidden magic that runs through her veins, and on the morning of her betrothal ceremony, she loses control of it. It also says that she's a princess, and her stepmother ends up banishing her and turning her brothers into cranes, and warns the young princess that she must speak of it to no one. For every word that escapes her lips, one of her brothers will die. And it says she must place her trust in the very boy she fought so hard not to marry. Okay, so sounds like another fantasy romance. This actually sounds so intriguing. That like she's lost her voice, the fact that her brothers are turned into cranes. Like, that's kind of wild. And then she's got this forbidden magic in her veins. I wonder what like her magic can do. Congrats on 100K. Here's a little something for all the amazing stuff you do for us from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. So she sent me Kisses and Croissants, which is perfect for summer coming up. This book has been on my TBR for a really long time. It seems like it's a cute little young adult romance. It follows Mia, who wants to be a professional ballerina, and she's spending the summer in France pursuing her dreams, but it says she encounters rivals and impossible instructors. And then there's Louis, devastatingly charming Louis. He's eager to show Mia his city, which means he's French. I love that. Cute, that sounds adorable. And then All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I know this book is so popular. I've like just generally heard so much about it, and I haven't read a Coho book in a long time, so I'm excited to get back into Colleen Hoover. And it says then and now, so I'm guessing we have 2 different timelines. In the then timeline, it says Quinn never expected to meet the love of her life just outside her fiance's front door. Okay. And now 7 years later, that's a big time jump. Their perfect love is threatened by their imperfect marriage. We've got like a second chance romance. I feel like it's rare that we get a romance where the characters are like already together and already married. I've read one book like that and I really liked it. So I feel like it'd be cool to read another book where the characters, yeah, are already married. Ooh, this looks like another fantasy. It says The Isles of the Gods. The main character's name's Sally, and a handsome stranger with telltale magician's marks commandeers her ship. He is a prince and he needs to cross the Crescent Sea. And Sally has no desire to escort a spoiled prince anywhere. Am I sensing an enemies to lovers plot? And no time for his entitled demands or his good looks. I love that. But what starts as a leisurely cruise will lead to acts of treason and sheer terror. bringing 2 countries to the brink of war, and 2 dangerous gods stirring up. Okay, wow, so we've got magic, romance, and gods. Very cool. Ooh, okay, a little book break for some bookish clothes. This sweatshirt is so cute. I love the pink, and it says, "Good girls read books." And then also from the shop, I got a Court of Thorns and Roses hoodie, and then on the back it has a quote from the book. And these are both from Enlightened Soul Co. And the inside is actually so soft. Wow, that's really nice. And I got an XL in both, so they would be fun, cozy, and oversized. All right, next up from Penguin Random House again. Ooh, The Wishing Game, and it's got a bunch of books on the cover. That makes me excited that this book is hopefully about books or like a library or bookstore or something. This first line has already hooked me. It says, "What if you had the chance to live inside your favorite book? Literally my dream, like every book lover's dream." This is about our main character, Lucy, who loves books, entering a competition put on by Jack, a writer who years ago mysteriously quit writing, but now he's resurfaced. And to win, Lucy must contend with ruthless book collectors, wily opponents, and the distractingly handsome Hugo. Intriguing. I am so curious what the competition is. Okay, this book is from Entangled Publishing, Fourth Wing, and it says, "Enter the brutal and elite world of a war college for dragon riders." That sounds really cool. Friends, enemies, lovers, everyone at the war college has an agenda, because once you enter, there are only 2 ways out: graduate or die. And the rest of the summary makes it sound like it's a very competitive school where people will literally kill each other to better their own chances of success and graduation, which is wild. And then there's also war going on in the outside world at the same time. So that sounds like very high stakes, and I don't really think I've read anything that has dragons, so I feel like that would be very fun. And I don't think I've also read anything that takes place at a college in a fantasy world, so very cool. All right, what have we got here? I've been wanting to read this book. The cover is so fun and colorful, and I've been seeing a bunch of people read this. This is Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and this is a romance between a world-famous singer and a TV writer. I love the "one of them is famous" trope. It says, "It's a hilarious, observant, and tender novel about a comedy writer who thinks she's sworn off love until a dreamy pop star flips the script on all her assumptions." That sounds so cute. I've been on my "one of them is famous" wave recently. I just read Funny You Should Ask and The Reunion, which both have a famous movie star in each of those. So this would be fun to have a famous pop star. Yay! Okay, so I previously read a David Leventhal book, Boy Meets Boy, and it was so cute. So I'm excited to have another David Leventhal book, and this is Every Day, which is a movie and it's a book, but this is the graphic novel version. Okay, that makes me so excited. The only graphic novel I've read is the Heartstopper series, and I loved it. I feel like it was so cute to read a book in graphic novel form, so fun to like see the pictures as you go, so that makes me literally so excited. And this is about someone who wakes in a different person's body, a different person's life every single day, which sounds wild and kind of sad too. Like, it says their rules are never get attached, avoid being noticed, don't interfere. And then A wakes in Justin's body and meets Justin's girlfriend, and all the rules go out the window because they finally found someone they want to be with day in and day out. But what about the OG Justin? How does Justin's girlfriend feel about that? Okay, I feel like this is gonna be like a little bit heartbreaking, have a love triangle, and be really cute. That's my predictions. And then the second book is The Agathas, also a fun cover. This is about Alice, whose basketball star boyfriend dumped her last summer and ended up with her ex-best friend. No, I hate that for her. I'm so sorry, Alice. And now her ex-best friend is dead, and there's a hefty reward to find her ex-best friend's killer. And it says, with the complete works of Agatha Christie, the master of mysteries herself, they might just be able to find the killer. So are they using like Agatha Christie's books to help find the killer? That's interesting. I'm curious if that's just like for inspo, or if like the murder is like based off of like an Agatha Christie book or something. Okay, cool. I feel like this would be like a fun murder mystery. All right, 2 more boxes. This next book is Queen Bee, and it's about Ella. Something happened and she was sent away with a disgraced reputation, and now years later she's looking for revenge. And it says, with a plan to settle the score, Ella disguises herself as a mysterious heiress and infiltrates London society. But when she reunites with the only boy she's ever loved, she begins to question whether vengeance is still her greatest desire. Will she bring down the queen or capture the king's heart? Wait, or capture the king's heart? Is the boy that she's loved the king? Married to the queen who she wants revenge on? That sounds so messy, and I love that. And lastly, I got sent the book Wayward by Amelia Hart. Can we just appreciate this packaging. It's so pretty. And I know I've said this like 10 times, but I swear I really mean it when I say that this cover is really stunning. And this book is cool. It follows 3 different characters in 3 different times: 2019, 1619, and 1942, 3 different women. And it sounds like it's a combo of fantasy, historical fiction, and also includes elements of magical realism and witches. First character in 1619 is awaiting trial for the murder of a local farmer, and she's accused of being a witch. Then in 1942, we have Violet, who is trapped in her family's grand crumbling estate as World War II rages on. And then in 2019, we have Kate, who flees London for her ramshackle wayward cottage. And she's running away from her abusive partner. I'm curious if like the 3 stories, if there's just kind of like an overall theme of like female resilience kind of tying them all together, or if like all their 3 stories are actually related in some like surprising way. That is every single book that I got in this haul. You should see the pile in front of me. My room is a mess. There's like packaging and books just everywhere. But thank you to everybody who sent me books in this video. I really appreciate it, and it's so cool that I'm able to do entire book hauls without buying any books, because I'm at a place where I'm getting sent a lot of books from publishing companies. It's just, yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys make that possible. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books. If so, which one? How is it? Should I read it? Where should I start? I'm like excited and overwhelmed to dive into all of these books. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.